Hi everyone, now the psych, back for part 2 of modern hypnosis, although it's really not modern. Okay, anyway, let's go back. Now the author references hypermnesia, memory recall is dramatically increased, although I'm going to go with information from John Hopkins instead. Okay, so here's what John Hopkins has to say. Okay, although there is a widespread belief that hypnosis produces accurate memories, researchers found that hypnosis does not work well as a memory recovery method. Okay, so let's remember that. In addition, this is the interesting part. In addition, people who have been hypnotized tend to feel confident that their memories are accurate, contributing to the persistence of false memories. Almost like a Dunning-Kruger type of situation. You can look that one up. But that's through Johns Hopkins medicine. You know, that even though the memory may not be accurate, they feel like it is. Okay, now I'm throwing in some information about self-hypnosis, and to be quite honest, I can't remember if I got it from the book or if it was just my own thoughts, but here it is. And the benefits of self-hypnosis include being able to rely on yourself instead of somebody else, and it can be done in many different venues and situations. Now, my thought is you start off practicing self-hypnosis in the same chair, the same time, same induction, no distractions, etc. Okay, and eventually then you add variables to when you practice, so then you'll have a larger area in which to induce hypnosis. So if you get good at self-hypnosis, you know, in terms of induction, you know, in that small little specific area, then you try to expand it. You know, maybe you're able to do it very well, you know, in the quiet of your room or something like that. Now we want to expand it to where maybe you can do it when you're at work. You know, if you have a little break or something, even though there might be some noise going on the side, or you can do it at the park, even though the kids are screaming and yelling. You know, so you can do it in different situations. You can do it in a, you know, in a waiting room as you're waiting to go in for an interview, where you can practice self-hypnosis, get yourself in the right mindset before you go in for your interview. So just being able to expand the area that you practice self-hypnosis. And you know, using a keyword I think helps that over time will trigger self-hypnosis. So as you start your induction, you tell yourself your keyword, which might be whatever, you know, relax or something. This is eventually like a conditioned response to induce self-hypnosis. And then finally, post-hypnotic suggestion. An example would be, you know, the next time I practice self-hypnosis, I will more quickly and more deeply go into, you know, a hypnotic state. And this can be used for whatever situation you may face in the future, such as, you know, if you have a fear of driving over bridges, like for doing that, you know, for that purpose. Next time I drive over a bridge, I will tolerate the situation much more comfortably. Okay, and again, I don't like to get too extremes. You know, I wouldn't want to say, you know, the next time I drive over a bridge, I will be just the happiest person on the face of the world, because, you know, that's kind of setting you up for failure. But I mean, if you can see yourself actually just kind of improving and tolerating it better and better over time, that's kind of a reasonable approach, and your psyche can kind of accept that, as opposed to, yeah, I'm feeding myself a lot of baloney, that's not going to work type of scenario. So, okay, that's it for now. Thanks.